Icon Audio Arts.
America's Greatest Leader, Abraham Lincoln, The Untold Story. Written by Geoffrey Giuliano and the Icon Players. Narrated by Geoffrey Giuliano and the Icon Players. Copyright 2020, Icon Audio Arts.
My mother used to admonish me never to discuss politics or religion in polite society. Well, I think that's pretty much off the table these days, and I don't really think there's too much polite society left. Anyway, both areas of human concern have caused so much collective suffering on the planet over so many years, I can't think of a single reason not to talk about them. And so we shall. Here at Icon Audiobooks, we don't shy away from controversy, nor do we court it. We just tell the truth as we see it. Now, religion generally, with several glaring exceptions, is, or should be, pretty much a private affair. But politics, in particular, affects every single being on the planet. It doesn't much matter from which country you come or under which flag or government you live. The world is being run by a select few men and women who regularly and with extreme malice aforethought walk us off into the weeds with incredible precision and aplomb at almost every awkward step. With the polar ice caps melting, children in America kept in cages, people dying on the streets from fentanyl, grisly beheadings in the far-flung corners of the world, and those oh-so-precarious nuclear arms in the hands of madmen. You're goddamn right we talk about politics here. Mother, I love you, and I'm sorry. But as one of America's founding fathers once said, now is the time for all good men and women of all creeds and colors, as well as our brothers and sisters in the beautiful LGBTQ community, to come to the aid of their country. So welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this very special and highly political Icon audiobook presentation. I'm Geoffrey Giuliano, and upon reflection, what we learn collectively from the past helps us to stand a much better chance of salvaging the future.
Chapter 1. Boyhood. In this little book, I am going to try to tell you something about Abraham Lincoln. There is far more to say about him than can be fitted into so small a space, and perhaps when you are older you will read about him for yourselves and read his wonderful speeches. The greatest names in American history are those of George Washington and Abraham Lincoln. These two men are great in the true sense of the word. They are great because they love their country, purely and passionately, better than themselves, and gave their lives to its service. They thought nothing of their own honor and glory. To the last they were simple and true. Americans may well be proud of two such patriots, and from them everyone may be glad to learn what real greatness means. Their work has made America what it is. Less than 40 years before Abraham Lincoln was born, America belonged to England. In the time of Charles I, numbers of people who loved freedom and hated the wrongful government of the king left their country and sailed to the New World. Samuel Lincoln was one of these men. For a long time they were few in number. The greatest part of the country was unknown forest, inhabited by wild beasts, or vast plains which belonged to fierce tribes of red Indians. Life for the early settlers was very hard and rough. They had to cut down trees to build their houses, and to kill wild animals to get their food. Nevertheless, they soon grew to love the country where they lived, where they married and brought up their children. And their wild open life made freedom more precious to them than anything else. They began to resent the action of the English government, which wanted to tax them to pay for wars which were agreed upon in the Parliament in London, where America had no voice to speak for her. On July 4, 1776, in the reign of George III, the chief citizens met together and declared that America was a free, united country, with a right to govern itself. The 4th of July, Independence Day, is the great...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?